Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Let's get right into this draft. Now, the last draft didn't go very well. We went 2 and 3, and of course the cards are somewhat new to me and maybe also to you, and maybe that brought you to my channel. Now, if it's your first time, feel free to click some buttons, or especially welcome if it's your first time. And if you are a regular, you can also help me out by clicking some buttons or commenting. Now, about the comments, I would really appreciate it if people have feedback. So if you see me do anything silly, maybe in the picking or maybe in the playing, please do let me know. Now, the last video I posted was a seal deck, and we actually trophied with that. And so far I have only been playing green-white, and let's see if maybe this time we can pick something else up. Now, this is a very strong pack. I know that the Needletooth pack is quite strong. The Savior is good, but there's also 2 rares, and I think this one is pretty good. I mean, a 5/5 flyer for 6, which can be counted, is already pretty good. And when this creature enters, you take 5 cards, you make a face up and face down pile, and one of them goes into your hand. So this is just 6 mana, 5/5 flyer, draw 2 or 3, or maybe 1, depending on what you get. Banner of Kinship. If it enters, choose a creature type. So this one is alright, but you really have to build something with, for instance, cats, if you want this to work. And otherwise, it's a mediocre card. So I will probably take the Curator of Destinies. And as I said, other nice cards, the Needletooth pack or the Savior. I don't know if this is the best pick. Stab is also pretty nice, by the way. Brass Bounty. I think this card is unplayable unless you have a very specific deck. Inspiration from Beyond is a okay card, I guess, if you are in a sorcery and instant deck. And there's also this banner, which is okay. Now, I don't think we will be playing many Sphinxes. There's an Eaten Alive, which is decent. None of these blue cards really impress me, nor do the rare and the uncommon. So for me, it's going to be a removal spell, I think. Or the banner. So it's the Eaten Alive, the Blast, or the banner. And I'm not even sure. I know that Cats is a creature type, but that's white mostly. And other than that, I don't think this card is amazing. So I think I'm just going to take the Eaten Alive, because I think it's a good removal spell. Does what we have to do. Now, there's some pretty strong cards here. I like the Sky Mage. I've never played with it, but it seems good enough. The thing is, you need to have a way to protect this for a turn, for instance, and then this just gets out of hand very quickly, especially if you have, for instance, Threat of Possibility. There's also a Banshee, which I think is pretty good, especially with an Eaten Alive. If you can sacrifice something, then you have the Morbid trigger. I'm not sure which is better. I think the Banshee is good anyway, and the Sky Mage is only good if you are really drawing many cards. So I think I will take the Banshee over the Sky Mage. Also wouldn't mind the Burglar Red, by the way. Alright. Interesting. 2 very good white cards here. Not seeing very good blue or black cards, which is unfortunate for us. I don't think I can pass on a Pride Mate. So I will take it here. Now, we don't have any life gain stuff yet, but I think this is too good of a card to pass. Scavenger, Eaten Alive. Wow, white is very open, but also this pack is full of black and blue cards. Now, this has something to do with Threshold. And I think the looting ability on this is already good enough to play it. So I will take it. And let's see if maybe we can find a way to get cheap creatures into the graveyard. For instance, with the Eaten Alive. I hope to see one more of those. Counterspell, of course, also works. What do? Sacrifice a creature, draw a card, and put a soul counter. Activate a sorcery, sure. Okay, so It is a nice sacrifice outlet if you have some kind of sacrifice stuff. I don't think we really do. So this can be pretty decent in our deck, I guess, if you want to do some self-milling. So I'm just going to take the Soul Color. I don't think it's the best card. It's a bit expensive. Oh, this is exactly what we need, I think. This is interesting, though. I will take the Sage, because it sacrifices. Now there's another card. When it dies, if it wasn't a demon, return to the battlefield. So this is also... I mean, you don't have to sacrifice this for it to be good. It can just be a 2-1, which is pretty decent to trade off. Now there's also a Lookout. But it seems like... I think the Vessel is a better card. As I said before, we don't have to be sacrificing stuff. Could speculate on the tapped land. I think I'll take the Waltz, since we are trying to fill our graveyard. I will take that. Mill 3 cards. Yeah, I think now I want the Inspiration from Beyond, because as I said, we're trying to do something with Threshold, getting creatures in the graveyard. Okay, well, I'll take the Sky Mage, because, you know, we will be looting with the Scavenger. So I think now we just need card draw and 2 drops. And maybe Threshold enablers or payoffs. Light Shadow is also fine. Non-combat damage. I don't think I have any ways to deal non-combat damage at the moment. So I don't think I will be splashing that. There is another Banshee, which I think is good. Meteor Golem is also pretty strong, by the way. Especially if you can flicker it in some way. But destroying a non-land permanent is simply just amazing. Maybe it is better than the Banshee. I think it is better than the Banshee. So I will take it here. And maybe we will get a Zombify. Wow, 2 waltzes, that's amazing. Nothing in here which really makes me happy, to be honest. It's a very weak pack. I don't think I care about the turtle. All the Juggernauts. I do need more 2-drops. It somehow feels as if this set is just lacking 2-drops in general. And maybe that makes the format a bit more slow. I think there's plenty in red, but other than red, there's not that many. Sacrifice Stuff. It is a decent card with upside. There are, however, 2 removal spells, and I think I will take the Bacon to a Pie. This could be interesting. Yeah. Now I know this one is also pretty decent, but we don't have any life gain. It itself has lifelink, but I think I will go for the Revenge of the Rats. I think this card is interesting. So now we just want to get cheap creatures and maybe more eaten alive. So we can fill our graveyard, and also ways to mill. And then we have ways to get it back. Our Scavenger might be doing some stuff. Sounds like a plan. Again, no 2-drop. Charted Voyage is okay. I think I'll just take another Soul Color, because you can just loop this if you have multiple of them. Now I will actually take the 2-drop here. Actually, we don't need the ramp that badly. This also helps with Threshold, but I will take the 2-drop here. Gives us something to do. What do you do? Creature type. Yeah, we don't really care about the creature type. Of course, we have some vampires. don't think this is a very good card. I think I'll just take another Soul Caller, and then our top end will be... Wow, the Banshee tabled? My goodness. Well, I am taking it. Now we can just leave one Soul Caller. Now the top end is good enough. Now we just need 2 and 3 drops and ways to get creatures into our graveyard. So we do have 2 things to sacrifice. I would like one more Eaten Alive. And maybe some rats. Burglar rats, I think. I don't think I want another waltz. Prefer not to play this because it actually does nothing. I'd rather have this. I mean, I know it's more expensive, but... Oh, there's a rat. That's amazing. Would love to pick up as many of these as I can. Together with some... together with some exile spells. Now there's another Scavenger. This is a very strong card. I was going to say maybe this one wheels, but there's nothing else really that we need from this pack. So I will just take it here. And we already have a playable deck. So there's a cancel, there's a nice Phoenix. Classic 3 mana 2/2 flying haste with an upside. But we're not going to do that. Let's take another vessel. Could be pretty good. I think I will take it over the Sage here. Don't really care about the Lookout. And then we can probably not play the Gleaming Barrier or the Turtle. We will pick up more playable cards, which actually have an effect, it seems. I think one more Eaten Alive and maybe... Yeah, we do have enough creatures. This can be decent. I'm not sure which one is better. How many ways do we have to draw cards? There's these birds. And... I think that's about it. So this will not happen a lot. I think this will happen more, but I know that the Mystic is probably better, but I will take this one. Oh, there's another rat. Love it. I will take it over the Stab. I think this is something that really can get our game plan going. But I would love one more Eaten Alive, and then I think we have a decent deck. Do we want 4 of these? I don't think so. I think the Bouncer is better. But it would be fun. I'm just going to take the Bouncer. This is a great tempo play, and this is actually a creature which, if it dies, it's fine, because it will put something in a graveyard. Wall is actually pretty good. I might actually play it instead of one of the vessels, because this doesn't actually do what we want it to do. It can be blocked. Okay, well that's a nice win condition. We'll take it over the Ghoul. I'll take the Evolving Wilds, just as a fixing and a way to get Threshold. Now, I'm not going to see one more Eaten Alive, which is unfortunate. Don't think this will happen a lot. I think it's just a too squishy card for us. And we need to cut one more card. Yep. Well, I don't think we will see anything else useful. Maybe we can cut one Sage. Because we don't have... We do have ways to sacrifice the creatures, but it's not a great advantage if we do. You know, there's a Ghoul which grows, but then I think the reassembling this skeleton is just better. And I think we would like one more removal, so I'm just going to get rid of one Sage. I think we can play one land less, because, you know, it's Magic the Gathering Arena with their Grey Shuffler. Now we need to cut one more card. I don't want it to be creature, because I want us to be creature heavy. I think it will be one Vessel, because as I said, this is a decent blocker, but it doesn't fill our graveyard unless it dies for the second time. And this surveils one. Yep. Let's try this. First time ever. Blue-black. Missing out on one more Eaten Alive, to be honest. Would have loved to pick one more up, but that's how things go. I think we did pass on one, but I think I took something more important. Yeah, it is a bit slow, but I think it will have to do. Okay. So he can... Okay, so the skeleton is actually pretty decent here. It should stop him. So 2 mana, he makes it a human. When this comes to an exile the top card, if you like me to play this now. Okay, and then with 3 more mana, it becomes a 3/2 human fairy rogue and gains double strike. Okay, well that's pretty big. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to do. I would like to get a swamp, so I will ditch any island. Could also get rid of the Revenge of the Rats. And also the Ghoul, I guess. You know, I can flashback the Revenge of the Rats. So I'm just going to put all 3. And we can always return a creature if we want. Yep. We've got to find an answer for that. You really need another swamp now. Not really for the rats, but just to curve out and... Interesting. Okay, well, it is a land. Yeah, I don't think I can actually do anything. Maybe next turn with the Banshee. Seems like he's going to do some stuff. But we can return it. I mean, if he wants to use a instant of sorts for that, that's fine. Probably killing the Ink Mage. Sure. As I said before, we can get this back and also the Ink Mage. So let's just do this. Swamp from the top, please. We cannot play that, so I think we have to... yeah, I think we just have to play the Sage. It's a bit unfortunate that we're having only black or double black cards and only one swamp. Sure. What do you do? At the beginning of your end step, if you attacked, this turn each opponent loses 3 unless they sacrifice an opponent or discard a card. I'll lose some life. Man, this is really, really unfortunate. Guess we're doing this. And just jumping, I guess. We even have more swamps than islands, so I really hope to draw a swamp sometime soon. What do you do? Okay. Oh, come on. Well, I think we have about one more turn to draw a swamp to at least do something. Because then we could maybe skeleton and waltz, or maybe do something with the banshee. I'm glad they fixed the target opponent thing. Like you don't have to click it anymore, even though it's just obvious that that's the opponent, since it's the only opponent. Come on, swamp. And you know, this can actually go... Oh, well, I guess I'm just getting rid of the golem. It's another creature. Sacrifice another creature if you do draw a card and this creature can't. Wow. Okay, interesting. Oh, finally. So we can make a lot of rats, which I think is probably the best thing to do here. And then hope to live one turn. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, never mind. Yep. Yeah, just stuck too long on single black mana. Even though I surveilled 3 cards and drew 3, we didn't draw our second swamp, so that's just unfortunate, but I think that was just bad luck. I think the deck is decent. And also we didn't draw any of the, what is it, the birds that we have, which make our deck much better, because they will have Death Touch rather soon. Or quickly. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, I think this is pretty decent. I think I have to get the blue. And just hope to at least now draw the swamp at some point. I think I would prefer the Surveil 3, just to try and get a swamp again. My word. When it enters or attacks, so yeah, I think I'll keep that on top. Okay. Hey, swamp. I think the wall. Build that wall. Yeah, I think the wall. Okay, whenever you attack, target creature gets +1 and gain menace. Okay. So I think we have to kill that. We have another bird. But yeah, let's see if we can. No, I think we have to kill that first. So let's just go burglar rat. Let's draw first and then discard. He doesn't have reach. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. And we have threshold on turn 4, which is pretty decent. Yeah, we'll take some damage, that's fine. That is not fine. So we have Death Touch. Now rats is now 6 rats. And I am of course blocking. And now we could play the Curator, which I think is pretty decent. And I should have attacked with the Ink Mage. But I think... Okay. Oh, this is annoying. And of course we draw the land. Let's do this and see if we can survive another turn. So drag to move them into 2 piles. The top pile will be face down. And the other one will go into the graveyard. So I want him to... like this. Okay. Now I think we have to make some unfortunate blocks. What just happened? He was about to win. I knew I drew some cards and I could return the dragon that he just played, but... Okay. Well, that might have been the strangest and... Yeah, the strangest surrender I've ever seen. Surrender at 20 life when you get a 4/4 dragon. And you have way more creatures. Okay. Well, I'll take that win. No 2 drops. I don't think I can keep this. So I will have to mulligan. This is okay. Guess I'll get rid of the rats. We can't play it even if we're... Maybe if we're lucky, but still this is not something you want to play on turn 4. Unless you are ultra mill. which I must say so far the threshold has been doable. All right. I think the upside of the ghoul is that it's, for a common 2/2, I think it's very good stats. Now we'd really like to draw a 3-drop, of course. Oh, stupid squire again. Well, that is something. And I might just sacrifice it. So if we don't have anything to do, we can get it back. I've seen this squire in so many games, it's amazing. And I think it can be pretty good, especially with the unicorn. So this is going to get out of hand. Then discard a card. I'm not sure if that was the best play. I didn't know that the discard thing was something. Now he's just going to beat me down so quickly. So we really need to find a removal spell, because one creature is just 4 more power, and the odds are that he has a lion or so of sorts. That does help. Oh my goodness, what do we kill? I think the squire. We can block the unicorn, and I guess we'll have to take some damage. Yeah, I think the green-white counter matters deck will be very strong, or actually is very strong. A land now would be magnificent, but I need him to not play anything. That is also pretty nice. So we could get in for 4. No, I don't think we can get in for 4. We need to play our Sphinx to win this. And now we can get a 5/5 at instant speed. So I'll just keep it back. Wouldn't mind to... oh. I wouldn't mind that one. What I was going to say, I wouldn't mind to sacrifice the bouncer. But this one is going to get in for damage. And it also has first strike, which is very annoying. So I guess we're just jumping and sacrificing the bouncer. Okay. I assume he has something. I know he has a creature, of course, but yeah. Yeah, that's a very nice combination. My goodness. Well, I'm not giving up, but you know, I think it's over soon. Even the Curator of Destinies can't really help us anymore. All the first strike is just crazy. He should have attacked with everything, to be honest. Okay. Like that. Okay. We might live, but yeah, it has trample, so that's so annoying. We've got to find an answer for the Hydra. We need our Eaten Alive. And otherwise it is over, because we can't be gaining so much life during our turn. Well, that does help, I guess. Let's surveil first. Oh, this is very annoying. These come in tapped, so this will probably be a 16-16, and then I'm just dead. And if it's not, I need another blocker. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's much that we can do, actually. This Hydra, I mean, we didn't get to surveil a removal spell to the top, which is unfortunate. And it seems like he drew some action. There's 2 more removal spells in these 16 cards. Okay, he's giving me 1 more turn. Red 1. But we need to top deck our well. We just can't jump the trample, which is the biggest problem. Yeah. Yeah, we really needed the removal spell there. Yeah, well, now everything has trample. Never mind. Good game. Unfortunate, but good game. He had the deck. Another green-white deck. I think we're going to see many of these during our playing of this set. I think it's one of the easier decks to build, and it's also one of the stronger decks to build, so I think it will be a That's an unfortunate combination, so many people will actually do that. But then again, that will leave other colors open. Sure. 2-drop would be nice, but you know, that might be wishful thinking. I think I will scavenger because I want to get rid of my island. And if he attacks, I will block. What do you do? Okay, so he's going to make flyers. When attacks, if there are 7 more card types, I needed this card. Okay, so that has to die. For now, I don't really care about it. Man. Seems like he's low on lands, I guess. Sure. That is a big engine kill. Now I will get rid of this right now. And the next turn I can do skeleton and vessel. And I could get the bird back at some point. You know what they say, the bird is the word. That might actually be better than the vessel, so let's play that first. Ooh, all decent cards. This has flashback, so I don't really need that. Banshee is pretty decent. Yep. No, I'm not going to block anything, I think. Because next turn I can go Blood Witch and Vessel. And then if anything dies, it's an upside. Feel like there's a Burst Lightning coming. Yep. Called it. Goodbye, Ink Mage. We take 3. And now we just build out our board and see if we can maybe do something with the Blood Witch. I think the vessel is gone. No, I think I actually need to chomp. He is putting a lot of pressure. Now Morbid is very difficult to trigger, I have noticed. It cannot block, which is sadness. I think I'll just do this, kill the 1/1 flyer. And this is also a pretty decent card to get back with the Soul Caller, so I don't mind to trade the Banshee for anything of that. Now he doesn't have any tricks, otherwise he would have attacked with the Simulacrum as well. Now the Vessel is actually a pretty decent blocker, even though he just played that card. Okay. Now he is running out of fuel, but I am also running out of stuff to do. Or at least, I'm not running out of stuff, but I'm running out of life total. And I think he will kill the Blood Witch. And I think I have to take this. I need the life gain from the Blood Witch, so... yeah, we're just missing the oomph. If that means anything. We cannot block with it. Banshee doesn't kill anything. Scavenger actually is a 3/3 Death Touch, which might be the best thing. We don't have any ways to trigger Morbid, so let's just go for the Scavenger. But I fear our Blood Witch will die. So the only chance that we have now is to draw another land. And then we can go Soul Color into Blood Witch. Seems like he has another removal spell. Yep. Yeah, I don't think we can't even get it back anymore. Never mind. Good game. So, well, that was it. Rather quick, I must say. We went 1 and 3. If you have any feedback for me about my deck, please do let me know. And if you like what I did, even though the games went pretty bad, please consider leaving some comments or likes or whatever. And I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.